EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 67 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Black swap. Check smash. Set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Young on the move to his left. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
43 rail. Clock 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go
The
now.
delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Cut.
Throwing, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Panthers at 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air once more, Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Watson's throw taken in by Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Watson's throw complete to Otten. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking for the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Watson. That is caught. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there, as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Watson. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs have regained the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it, it mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Strike. Strike. Set.
Sanders toss left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, here's Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Watson on first down. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw.
That's what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Buccaneers 13.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Watson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have come back to make it a 2-point game in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the
Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Claws red. Set.
Here is Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At their 48-yard line.
2nd down and 4. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the 50, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Young. He's got Mingo. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Fight 60. Set.
The play fake. Now Young. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers 19.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 61 yards rushing now. 8 carries for him so far. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, go steal. Hey.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark.
Ready?
I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. 43 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Panthers 35, Buccaneers 19.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Watson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Set.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete to Palmer. through the middle of the field. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer, 52 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
And no timeout.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Down the left sideline. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
54.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, it's Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 2, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Watson. On the outside, he finds Otten. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Trouble, 38.
Following the interception, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, full fury. Set, go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mega.
Another run here with Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Man in motion left, Mingo.
Striker.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Here we go.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. To throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Cycle. Needle blue. Ready?
First down, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ready.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Black shot. White.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box?
Gets through, and now an opening. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 160 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready?
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young. 34 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
To throw on second is Watson. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find Osborne here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 174 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. This one taken in by Otten. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. On first down, it's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
That's caught by Durham.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. Set.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea